Hi there, and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at a picture of the Constitution. We've printed 50 copies. What you see on the screen there are 50 copies of the Nigerian Constitution. The key sections: Section 14, Section 39, Section 40, Section 69, Section 110, and Section 188. All key areas that we need to know in the Constitution of Nigeria, all translated into Yoruba language. Ideally, we want the whole thing translated into each of the languages in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Burkina Faso. No, well, in all of our countries. Yes, the Constitution should be in our local languages. That is ideally what the situation is, but it currently is not the case. Although we recognize what they're doing in Alliance of Sahel states, they are really going and making sure that their language becomes prominent in the AES. That is what ECOWAS should be doing as well. To that end, we need people to know their rights in their local language. So shortly, I'm going to show you a quick video of the screenshot of the booklet. This is for Yoruba people. Currently, we want to roll it out and do for Igbos, for Hausas, and for communities to get involved. It requires community participation. This is not a top-down approach. This is from ground up. This is not a top-down approach. This is from the ground up, from the grassroots. We want to connect with the grassroots. We want the grassroots to become happy and proud to speak their language, demanding their rights using their local language. So we got 50 copies right here. And of course, to demonstrate what I mean, in English, there is a section 14.2 in Nigerian Constitution which goes like this. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Now, we have that in Yoruba language in this booklet, section 14.2a. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni síjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin yìí ń gba gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. Again, that is what you will see in the book. So to that end, let us have a listen to it. Here we go.
Ìwé òfin Nigeria, translated to Yoruba by AY Citizen. The 50 copies produced for distribution and for educating of Yoruba members. These are the 50 copies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 47 rather, 48, 49, 50. So that's the 50 copies, and
that's the 50 copies right there. So those are the 50 copies of the Constitution that we've done. These are initial print. Depending on how the project goes, we will want to do a rollout. We want this to be something that will be available in all communities in our local languages, be it Igbo, be it Hausa, be it Ga, be it Bantu, be it whatever the language. It has to be in African language and begin to empower people to use those powers. I do apologize. I've not been able to come out as often as I would like, owing to the drop in temperature, and it's been really having an impact on me. But nonetheless, the book is here. Let's proceed.
You can see the front page and the back. Then there's the last page behind.
So I want to just show you the reason why that is so important. What you see in there, this here, it's very important because it shows the Oriolokun. Now, many Yorubas understand the Oriolokun. It's the bronze head that it signifies the royalty of the land, that the land belongs to the people of Nigeria who are royals, which, and royalty and sovereignty has a link, and that is what we're trying to get you to understand, that you must consider yourself and see yourself as a sovereign. That's why we're saying in Yoruba, ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn èèyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ níjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. You know, you possess that sovereignty. The and the Oriolokun signifies the sovereignty of the land belonging to the people, and by dint of that sovereignty, you have the power to hold your governors to account, particularly in your local language. Àṣẹ àti agbára. Sovereignty obalashe. Àṣẹ sovereignty obalashe. Authority àṣẹ, and finally power agbára. So those are the things that we want you to connect yourself with. Sovereignty obalashe, authority àṣẹ, finally power agbára. Those three things, they are in that constitution. That's why we talk about it, and we're reiterating that for you to know it in your local language. This is a book that is very important for our market women, our farmers, our vulcanizers, our street hawkers, our hairdressers, our clothes makers, our shoemakers. Every trade need to know this in your local language. You don't need to go and learn a foreign language before you know your rights. To go and learn a foreign language before knowing your rights is putting another obstacle in your way. We need to remove that obstacle so that you can begin to hold your government to account in your own language. And that's what this book is all about. And let's carry on.
And then the front page also here. Then you can see
See, that's the Oriolokun behind again to remind you that land is, you're sovereign in your land. Everybody reading that, you need to know that you are sovereign, and that is what we're trying to make sure you understand. There you go. So those are that's section 69, I think it is. Yeah. So you can see it all in there. And if you do want to get involved in this project, we're looking for stakeholders. And it's very important that you help us in that area.
Thank you.
There you go. So we need stakeholders to come on board in every community, and you have to be of that community. We want people in the local communities to take this initiative. It has to be from the grassroots. No longer can we be doing things and make a decision from above and then it permeates downwards. No, we want you to actually take ownership of this. It's in your language. All we have just done is not do anything different. The only thing we've done is giving you the power to know that constitution in your local language. And as a result, you can now use that power to now say, right, okay, I'm going to hold my government to account. So this is what this is really about. And I hope many people understand that. We are looking for people to help us and in getting the message to the community. So if you're interested in this project from your community, let us know. We'll get those booklets to you. We have 50 copies, but there's more that we need to do. But we wanted to have 50 copies, and then to see how we can then share that across the various communities, and then as we go along, print more, but not only for Yoruba people, for Igbos, for Hausas, for, and we want to, and this is something we would like to we need to ensure that the senators and House of Reps and all of them can actually now we can actually demand that they do this for us so that our communities knows our rights and we can hold our governors to account. Section 14(2)(c), for example, states, Abala kẹrìnlá ẹsẹ̀ kejì C, ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn ní ìjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè, which means the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Now, the reason why this is so important is because for too long we have been relying on foreign languages to be able to exercise our rights. We need to remove that barrier. Foreign language is a barrier to us exercising our rights and our sovereignty, and we need to begin to tell ourselves these stories, these facts, and making sure that every community knows how to exercise those powers using local language and being able to hold critically monthly town hall meetings. These are all the kind of things we'll be talking about in the program that we've got in place to teach the stakeholders in each of the communities, who will now go into community and share that message. So it's not only going to be one stakeholder, we need several stakeholders. But at the same time, here is where those of you who are helping us in this project, we need funding. Because those stakeholders, they will need data for their phone. They will need to be able to have access to this information and share it and give copies out to communities. And that is what we want to facilitate and and engage and get people to actually exercise their powers in their local language. That is really what it's about. We're not here to antagonize the government. We are here to get the government to do what they are meant to do according to the law, with the people knowing those laws in their local language. So it's really, really important. What are your thoughts on this? How do you view this? I'm going to leave it in this section here. I want you to see close up of that, the booklet. So it's ready. You can see we're not trying to say it is not our role to decide whether the people want to stay in Nigeria or not. But our role is to empower the people to know their rights. Now, once they know those rights in their local language, they can now decide for themselves. Do they want to go ahead with the powers they now know within that constitution in the local language to go for either a referendum or to remain in Nigeria? Up to now, many people have never understood their rights in their language, and that is a fundamental issue that has been holding back the development of our communities, and we want to address that. So we are here it's not to antagonize the government, it's to empower the people to hold the government accountable. And the government always saying that they are accountable to the people. Now the people knowing those rights in the language will now remove the last obstacle in their way in being able to hold the government to account. What are your thoughts on this? Let's hear your views. You're, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I probably want to come back on the live broadcast and talk about this in a bit more detail. And then we'll be looking at doing a program live via Zoom or, whatever the platform, and actually be able to actually do a live program where communities on ground will be interacting with them, showing them how to use those powers. And then ultimately, also to be on ground. The idea will be for myself and those who are going to be involved in this to also be on ground, encouraging people. Listen, our people are powerful, and we need them to know those powers and be able to exercise those powers. It is not this idea. We should remove this idea that we are powerless. We need our people to know that right now the resources in their land makes them the most valuable people and land on this earth. 30% of the world's resources is in Africa, but the rest, many Africans don't even know that. But you know about the Bible, know about the Quran, but you don't know how important your land is and you yourself, and how you can actually begin to access those resources in your local language. Remember, those who are coming to your land, they must speak your language. If they are not going to speak your language, then you don't need to do business with them. And they have more to lose because your resources are most sought after around the world. These are the things that we need us all to be aware of. And we can dictate the price of our resources and our human resources and natural resources, mineral resources. These are things that we really need to do. But to do that first, of course, we need our people across the whole of Africa to know their rights in all 54 African countries. And this is what you see before you is the beginning of that process. And I hope you can help us in that, in getting that out there. I'd like to come and do a live broadcast on this, and we'll give you further updates. And like I said, right now on ground in Nigeria, we have 50 copies, and we want to, depending as we go along, we want to build that up. So, and that is something that is relevant now. The Constitution is there. It is a living document, but to make it, to breathe life into it, it has to be in our local languages so that the people can use it. We don't need people to go and learn English before they know their rights. They can know their rights using their mother tongue, and that is so important. Yeah, we need people to be able to know their rights in their mother tongue. Thank you for watching. Let's hear your views. You're, of course, listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please go ahead and subscribe to us on TikTok, on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. And, of course, again, on TikTok, subscribe to Citizen AY and Citizen AY 2 on YouTube, and of course Oduduwati Radio 2 as well. We've been YouTube has demonetized our Citizen AY platform. Oduduwati Radio platform, and currently they are preventing us from being able to monetize the Citizen AY. So we've created Citizen AY 2, but we know that they're making things a bit difficult for us in how they are telling us to actually follow certain things and actually not allow us to do certain things. But we will get there. So we do need that support from. Oops, sorry, a second. We need that support from yourself to help us in that project. What I'll do, we'll come back again. But for now, what are your thoughts on what you just had? And if you can play your role in your community. The key thing is to start empowering our people to use the powers they possess in their local languages. It is of immense importance. So thank you for listening. You, of course, are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, Battletron. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye for now.